afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
We have prepared a set of 10 interview questions for your review. These questions are designed to facilitate a meaningful discussion on the subject matter and gather valuable insights. We would really appreciate your feedback or any suggestions for our improvement.
We'll do my best.
Okay, sir. Okay, for the first question, how would you rate your students' overall English skills?
Well, as we know, no one is going to be, in a group of mixed ability students. I would rate my students to be from a beginner all the way to advanced. Okay, because I've taught so many students before, and from what I've seen in terms of the learning skills, either speaking, listening, speaking, reading or writing, I can say that it's a mix of beginner to intermediate all the way to advanced. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And for the second question, do students in different grades have noticeably different English skills? If yes, how?
It depends on which skill we are looking at. All right, some students are very good at reading, writing. Some are very good at listening and speaking. But when it comes to the other way around, they may not really be. They may not, produce the same result. So I would say it's not noticeably different, but there would be difference in terms of how each skill affects the other skills.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for answering my questions.
You're welcome.
Okay, sir, I'm Stella, and I'm going to ask you the third question. Are your students' speaking, reading, writing, and listening skills equally strong, or do they vary a lot?
I wouldn't say equally strong. I also wouldn't say they vary a lot. It depends on if you were to compare the two, let's say, the beginner and the advanced, obviously there will be a lot of difference. So generally speaking, I wouldn't say they vary a lot, but if you were to compare the grades, there will be difference.
Okay, so the next question. What are the main reasons students struggle to learn English?
As we know, English is not a first language, it's not a native language, and obviously it's a second language learner of the English language. It's going to be challenging because we are used to our own language, our native tongue, our mother tongue. And English, as we know, it consists of different elements, grammar, vocabulary, and so many other parts. And I believe that because of all of these different parts that they have to master, it would make the students struggle to learn this language.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Adriana. So this is my question for you. Does the language spoken at home affect how students learn English and how?
It definitely is. Okay, as I mentioned earlier on, if we are learning English, and English is the target language here. So if you go back home and start speaking in the first language that is spoken at home, or whatever native language or your mother tongue, that would definitely affect in terms of you're not going to be able to practice what you've learned in school. And therefore, when you don't practice what you've learned in school, the target language here, in this case English language, you're never going to be able to be proficient enough in English language. So yeah, it will affect.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, hi sir, I'm Yasmin and I'm gonna ask you the next question. What do you think can be done in the classroom to improve student English skills?
Okay, so when we think of classroom environment these days, and especially in the 21st century, we are supposed to be focusing on student-centered activities. That means the teaching and learning process in the classroom should be student-centered. Okay, so what we can do to improve students' English skills is to incorporate interesting games, activities, and that would help them to engage in the teaching or the learning better. And these activities should be focused on all the 4 language skills, which is listening, speaking, reading, writing. So I believe that interesting activities will help students to learn English better and therefore improve their English skills.
Okay, thank you sir.
Hi sir, I'm
Hi.
Ashina. I'm gonna ask the next question. How much does student motivation and interest in English affect their progress?
I would say like a lot. If you're not motivated to learn certain thing, does not apply to learning English only. But when you're learning something, if you're not motivated enough, you won't be having that passion to move forward. So motivation and interest in English would really help in students progress, especially when they're sitting for a test, exam, they would want to strive to do their best, to struggle for the best. And if they don't have the passion or interest or even motivation to do that, they are never going to be able to make it.
Okay, thank you, sir, for answering my question.
Hi sir, my name is Shamita and I'm going to ask a question that is, what has the school done to help students improve their English?
Other than getting them involved in programs such as English workshop, we also have English week, again, as I mentioned earlier on. It's all about exposing students to different activities that will help them improve their language skills in English. So other than that, we also bring them out during field trip. The field trip is actually carried out after the first quarter of every schooling period. So we'll be visiting some places, and it's like letting progress for them as well, and it will help them to enhance their, especially communication skills using target language, that is English.
Okay sir, thank you so much.
Hi sir, my name is Shweta. So today my question will be, are there any extra activities like English clubs or tutoring to improve English skills?
Yeah, we do have. We don't have any specific English club or something like that because the school is kind of small. But we do have this individualized program, as in the English programs as well as the English week, where we organize many different activities for the students participating, and this will definitely help them to improve their English skills in a certain way.
Thank you sir for answering my question.
Hi sir, my name is Dominic Raj. So I'm going to be asking you the following question, which is, does the school use any specific strategy like technology or new teaching method to help the student who's struggling with their English?
Yes, we do. As I mentioned again just now, we are living in the 21st century. So every single technology advancement that we come across that just been invented, we try to use that, especially in helping students to improve their English skills, English proficiency, and this would help them to be able to focus more in class.
Okay, thank you very much.